Hello guys, it's me again, Monsieur Parfum, and I have another review from the house of Chanel. And the fragrance I'm reviewing today is Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême. Okay, let's go into a brief description of this fragrance. It comes in the typical Allure bottle you see here. This one is a metallic silver. It reminds you of a sports car, for example a BMW M5. This comes in 3 sizes. It comes in 1.7 fluid ounces, 3.4 fluid ounces, and the big 5-ounce one. Alright, now that we got that out the way, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of this fragrance. This has been classified as a woody aromatic. This is the 3rd sports flanker in the Allure line. This one came out in 2012 as an EDT, and then it was reformulated to an EDP, and that's the one I'm reviewing here today. On the top, we have mandarin, mint, and cypress. In the heart notes, we have clary sage and black pepper. Base notes, we got sandalwood, tonka bean, musk, and cedar. Okay, on the first initial blast, I get this cool sensation from this fragrance. However, that's a juxtaposition there because the tonka beans from the base comes up in the start of this fragrance, also creating a warm sensation to this fragrance. So that cooling effect goes away real quick. Okay, the tonka blends in with the mandarin orange, so you don't get that citrus vibe with this fragrance. It's there, but it's very low key because it's being overwhelmed by the tonka, and it gives you this tarty smell to it, mixed in with a little bit of sandalwood to give you a little bit of tarty creaminess to this fragrance, and it is very beautiful. The black pepper in here in the mid, you don't really notice it, but it is there. However, that clary sage is not, to my nose. I can't pick it out. The black pepper in here is like a chef or a cook putting black pepper in a meal. You won't really taste it, but it's there, creating some depth in the meal, but you won't taste it because your senses is picking up other things in the meal. Same thing goes here for this fragrance. And as I've mentioned before, this dries down into a beautiful, tarty, creamy, musky, warm sensation scent. And it is awesome. The dry down is the star of the show here. Okay, now we've finished with that. Let's move on to the ratings for this fragrance. Projection is poor. Alright, let's move on to sillage. Sillage is excellent. Wait a minute, you just said projection is poor. How could the sillage be excellent? Alright, calm down. Let me explain. Alright, for example, when I first got introduced to this fragrance, I've used it and tested it in department stores, and it didn't do much for me. The smell was like meh. I wasn't impressed with it until I was working out one day in the gym pumping weights. This guy about 10 feet from me, say about 3 meters, he was also pumping weights, and I smelled him. I smelled his sillage whenever he got up and down on the bench resting and walking about, and I said, yo, it smells good. Pause. Then I said, oh, I recognize that smell. That's Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême. That's why I decided to get this fragrance based on that experience in the gym. So sillage is excellent. Another example is whenever I walk in a room, I come out that room, it could be 10-20 minutes later on, people will come up to me and be like, what are you wearing? That smells so good. However, when I'm sitting down at my desk and I'm doing, people could be right next to me and they really won't notice it. So the projection is quite poor, it's soft. It's not really skin scent, but it's hovering over the skin. So yeah, projection is poor to average. Okay, moving on to the next rating. Longevity, what should I give it? This is an EDP, I got 5 to 6 hours. And EDP, we're expecting 6 to 8 hours, correct? For an average EDP, so this is poor for an EDP. However, the trick is, you spray this on your garment, it lasts all day. So I'll have to give it a poor. Overall rating for this fragrance, this is a good one. Who is this fragrance for? This is for anyone and any situation. You could rock this casually right up to a suit. So the man in shorts and sneakers could wear this, right up to the man suited and booted. This is for anyone and any situation. And I mean any situation. It covers all scenarios here. Okay? This one could be worn in the clubs. I mean, what Chanel fragrance could you actually wear in the club these days? This one right here, I recommend for the clubs. Okay, now we got that out the way. I'll just want to add one more thing here. A lot of people get this sports fragrances, they turn their faces, oh, another sports fragrance, oh, I'm not interested. Alright, let me tell you how the fashion world perceive or think of the word sport. Whenever we hear the word sport, we think of an athlete, a basketball game, a football game, whatever. But in the fashion world, that doesn't denote sports. See, in the fashion world, what denotes sports is, say, someone riding their bicycle to work or driving a sports car at night, okay? Or sailing a yacht. That's considered to be a sporting activity in the fashion world. And if you look in any, say, runway show, fashion runway show, and they bring out their sports collection, none of those models will be looking like athletes, or you won't see them wearing jerseys or anything stupid like that. You'll see them wearing suits, sports suits, so to speak. So don't get put off and like, oh, it's a sports perfume, I suggest this is good for the gym. No, wrong. That's not what these sports perfumes are made for, guys. This is for the man who's driving his sports car, who's doing a bit of activities, and basically anyone. This is a sports fragrance for the cooler weathers as well. This one works very good for the spring, summer, night times, daytime. This could get a bit cloying, especially if you live in humid conditions, and the fragrance will just dissipate real quickly. It'll probably last you about 3 to 4 hours on hot, humid days. So summer nights works perfectly for fall and mild winters. Not heavy winters, mild winters. So I'll say in the high 40 degrees Fahrenheit, this will perform really well. Alright, now that I've got that out the way, I think my review is done with Chanel Allure Homme Sport. I want to say I would like to see another flanker for this line. We have Allure Homme Edition Blanche, and that is the bronze bottle. This one is a silver bottle I'm reviewing here today. We're missing a gold bottle from this line. So Chanel, if you're paying attention, we could use one more flanker from the line in a gold bottle, okay? Alright, that's my review. Tell me what you think of this fragrance. Is it excellent? I love it. I like it. I'm happy to have it in my collection. And I think it's a good release from the house of Chanel. Alright, this has been the EDP. Any questions? If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.